Hey YouTube, it's me, Luke, or Kasegi Gamer. I'm here. Let's cheer. Anyway, we got stuff to do. Quest Chapter 2. Basically, we got the Aurochs Canyon monster and the addicted to bath salts thing to do. Alright. Having trouble with the controls because they switched. I believe it is this way. The Aurochs. I could be wrong. Yep. For Shizo niche. I was correct. The original time. We now cross the border into Aurochs Canyon. On the other side of it is Aurochs Fort, where the provincial army is stationed. Which means the monster we're after is somewhere along this path. The most logical approach here would be to take care of the monster first, then continue following the path to the port. If that's the case, we should probably take some time to finish off all the other tasks first. Otherwise, they may be left undone. Well, I know I'm certainly anxious. So as soon as everyone else is ready, we should head out. Okay.
That bridge above us looks like it dates back to the Middle Ages.
It is. It's been there for several hundred years.
Advantage is ours. My turn.
My turn!
I'll handle this.
Okay. Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Okay. Carry a bomb.
Let's get.
I'll handle it.
My turn!
I'll handle this. How pathetic.
Okay.
Let's get.
Okay.
My turn. How pathetic.
Let's see where I am. We're about... Need about 100 more. Oh yeah.
Dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
This might actually be a challenge. Good. I'll handle this.
My turn.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll handle it.
Oh no, you don't.
I'll handle this.
My turn. Got it. It's over. That one all right.
See? You make a great team.
Okay. Oh, I got the chest bag then.
This looks like quite an old road, though it does seem well reinforced. We have the advantage.
My turn.
Go!
My turn.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Let's see if I. If I get 210.
Very well.
Go!
It's my turn. Here. Let's keep going.
Yes, it is counting those.
We have my turn.
Go! That's that. Let's keep moving.
I'll keep going along here. Oh, there's an Aurochs monster, but where's the?
Okay.
Go!
I'll handle this.
Okay. Here. We should be safe now.
Oh, might have missed the turn off. No, I didn't. Sorry, I keep getting myself so turned around here. There we go.
I didn't know there was a path here.
Advantage is ours. Okay.
Go!
My turn. I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
My turn.
Here we go!
I'll handle this.
It's my turn. Let's keep going.
And I told you guys before why I was doing this particular
A treasure.
exercise. Right, I was trying to get up to the 300.
Here we go! Okay. for now.
300 surprises.
Bring it on!
Very well.
Okay. Ah, there it is.
Goes up.
Healthy dance.
Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
There we go. There it is. It does look pretty strong. Yeah, I might put up a fight. Hey! I know. Need to form a proper combat link already. We won't fail this time. You can do it. Rain, put us on the front line. We need to give this every possible opportunity to work. We'll show them how it's done. Maki, it's useless. Alright, we're counting on you. Start the battle as soon as you're ready. Okay, well. That means gotta have. Why can't I form a link between them?
It's enormous. Stay on guard.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, what a nice looking. Now's our chance.
My turn.
I'll make sure I have that.
Very well.
Go. Leave it to me.
My turn. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Alright, let's do this. Everyone ready? I'm good to go. Let's do this. Right! Yeah.
Don't let it intimidate.
My turn.
Here we go!
Right. Eat that.
I'll handle it. My turn.
Right. Eat that.
Okay.
Very well.
My turn.
Here we go! That's that. Let's keep moving.
Ah.
That was rough.
Yeah, but we still won.
Only just.
What the hell is wrong with you, Eustace Alberea? Why did you sever the link?
Don't even think of trying to place the blame on me, Machias Regnitz. You were the one who severed the link.
You said you'd cooperate, but you just couldn't do it, could you? You couldn't bring yourself to stoop to the same level as a commoner like me. You nobles truly are beyond redemption. You're utterly hopeless, through and through.
You asinine little... Why can't you see that all of this is born from your own prejudice and narrow-mindedness?
That's enough!
Please, calm down.
Stay out of this. This is our problem.
Why don't we settle this once and for all? Let me show you how much better than you I really am.
Rean!
There we
Nice work.
Rean, are you all right?
Hey, are you injured?
I'm fine. It's just a scratch. I was so sure we'd killed it, though. Guess I shouldn't have let my guard down.
I shouldn't have either. But it's down for good this time.
I should administer first aid on that scratch. I'll need you to take off your jacket.
That feels much better. Thanks, Emma.
You're welcome. I'm happy I was able to put what we learned from Instructor Beatrix's classes to good use.
That was last week, right?
I'm sorry, Rena.
It's our fault that you were injured.
Oh, don't worry about it. It wouldn't have happened if I'd been paying more attention. I'm just glad neither of you were hurt.
Why are you so...
You should rest that shoulder for a while.
Yes, absolutely. I'd strongly recommend you fall back from the front line.
Thanks. All right, let's get moving. We need to tell the Provincial Army about the monster we just defeated.
Yeah. I suppose it's not a done deal until we file our report.
Aurochs Fort isn't much farther across. We may need to hurry if we wish to be back in Bereahard before nightfall, however.
Let's go.
Hey, Rean?
Huh? What is it?
I just... Look solus Mercuri eum.
What? What did you just do?
Nothing. I just wanted to check on your bandage. Good, good. It seems fine. But please try your best to keep your shoulder firm. The less it moves, the better.
Oh, I could swear I felt something warm flowing in.
So you really can't. Alrighty. Now it's time to go get some bath salts. Gatson. Alright, so now... Yay. Emma don't need no second hit. Oh. I went the wrong way. The heck? Usually when monsters are dead, they stay dead. How's your injury? It still hurts. We can slow down a bit. It's no big deal, honest. It stopped bleeding, and it doesn't even hurt that much anymore. And those first aid skills really are top notch. Oh, not at all. Well, if you're sure. If you truly are in pain, that's no shame in admitting it. Thanks, Jesus. I'm really not kidding about how little pain I feel. It's kind of incredible. Did you rub some kind of special ointment on the wound or something, Emma? No, I didn't. I mean, yes, I did. I used a special kind of medicine I brought with me from back home. My grandmother made it by combining a number of medicinal herbs together, I believe. Oh, really? Old Master often used something similar. I kind of want to know more about this. Oh no, there's nothing more to tell. I don't know the recipe or anything. Actually, I was more impressed with you, Fee. You made defeating that monster look really easy. Me? Oh, you mentioned it. You were unnaturally agile. And it's not the first time you've saved us from battle either. Are you certain you're 2 years younger than us? Yep. Nothing special. I'm just accustomed to combat. Accustomed? What kind of life must she have lived to become accustomed to using such advanced fighting techniques? Yeah. I'm gonna go along here. Is this it? I believe so. It's rather a pretty shade of pink, isn't it? What are you? A little sweet for salt. You sure you should be doing that? She's clearly fine. They're going to use this in the bath? I guess it shouldn't be surprised nobles would do that sort of thing. Well, let's just take what we need and go. I'm sure the clients won't mind if we give this to them after we've reported in at the fort, will they? I imagine they'll be satisfied as long as they receive it by the end of the day. Off we go then.
Best Buy treasure.
Fee's
Leave it to me.
Let's get the...
I'll handle it.
My turn.
Yeah,
Leave it to me.
I'll handle it. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
I'll handle this.
I'll handle it.
Fee's noticing of treasures is a lot better in future games, in my opinion. But heck, we're here. Let's cheer. I think we gotta go to the Aurochs fort first. At least that's what they were indicating.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
Oh, there's another chest that I left down there that I didn't notice. Dang long grass. Oh, it's because it wasn't a...
Let's get this over with.
I'll handle it.
Yes.
Rest in peace. Battle's over, but stay alert, everyone.
Whoa, it's huge.
It's huge.
So this is Aurochs Fort, one of the Kreutzen Provincial Army's premier bases.
Not how I was expecting it to look. They modified an older fort. A lot.
Something wrong, Eustace?
No, not at all. Let's go and give our report on the monster we defeated.
Isn't that...
It's a freight train from Bereahard?
Looks like it's carrying tanks. Pretty heavily armored ones at that.
Those are the latest models from the Reinford Company. They're called Oxen.
How? Come on. We have things to do.
Gosh, why does he have to be so...
He's right, though. We really should keep moving.
Yeah.
Oxen. Let's check around. Here. You can go in and get an elegant sandwich and a golden juice. Golden juice seems pretty awesome. Oh, hey there. This is a resting area for the public. Speak to the soldiers out front if you got any business at the fort itself. Welcome. Wow, we usually don't get customers like you. Are you students? Oh well, who cares? Feel free to make yourselves at home here. We don't get many customers here, so we welcome everyone. I've been getting cold out here pretty frequently these days. Funny you should say that. I've been so busy I haven't really had time to sit down and enjoy this book. It all seems like you'll have the time to enjoy it, so here. Red Moon Rose, Chapter 4. Another red. It's a good thing that I decided to do a little bit of exploring, as it always is in these games.
Who goes there? Wait. Aren't those uniforms? We're members of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7.
We completed a monster extermination task on your behalf.
Oh, so you're the one.
We've been expecting you. You'll forgive my curtness. I just didn't think you'd have someone so young with you as well.
So we were able to defeat the monster in question. Do you require a written report or is verbal confirmation okay?
Oh no, that's fine. You were really able to beat that thing, though?
Somehow or another.
It wasn't easy, but we managed.
Not bad. Not bad at all. We probably should have taken care of it ourselves, but it was a pretty dexterous thing, so we just kind of let it be.
Wasn't tough enough to cause any of us any harm, as long as we were in our armored cars when we... But still, it took a bit of convincing for us to ask a group of students to fight it, as you might imagine.
I can understand that.
Well, it provided a good opportunity for us to test our skill.
Wait.
Oh, Lord Eustace, what brings you? That uniform.
Correct. I've returned to Bereahard as part of a field study for the Academy. I'm here as a student, not as a member of the Alberea household. Please treat me accordingly, the same as you would my classmates.
As you wish.
As you wish, Lord Eustace.
Wow. Looks like even the provincial army will miss the chance to bend over backwards for him.
I would like to know, however, about the contents of that train that just passed by here.
Ah, you saw it? Our provincial army has finally started getting supplied with tanks. Isn't it exciting?
Armored cars can't hope to compete with tanks in terms of firepower, and we can't let the Imperial Army be stronger than us forever.
I see. The fort also appears to have been fortified quite significantly.
Ah, yes. Some rather sizable construction work was carried out just last month. It'll take more than a little cannon fire to damage these walls now.
Our anti-air defenses are going to be strengthened in the near future, too. This should soon become a fort we soldiers of the Kreutzen province can truly be proud of. You can count on that.
I will. And with that, I believe we are done here. We should take our leave.
Okay.
It is almost evening after all.
Roger that.
Wait. What is the meaning of this?
Machias?
What she asked?
If we were on the border with Crossbell or the Republic, maybe I could understand. But why does the provincial army here need state-of-the-art tanks? Not to mention anti-air defenses and countless other fortifications. It's utter madness.
Machias.
It's utter Sparta.
He makes a good point.
Can you truly be so ignorant? This is the reality of the present situation within the Empire. Tensions between Osborn's reformist faction and our noble faction grow worse by the day. Though admittedly, it's been happening mostly under the surface, away from the eyes of the general populace. But this is just one of the many ways that conflict is manifesting itself.
I'd heard rumors, but...
No doubt my father was the one who ordered these fortifications. I have no intention of giving any comments of my own on his decision. But if you wish to lodge a complaint, I'm quite happy to listen.
No, it's fine. The sun's going down. We should get back to Bereahard.
Yeah.
Let's go then.
Just make sure I got everything. Yippers. I know reading through that.
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
See how we're doing. $216. It sounds like a siren. Seems to be coming from the fort. Hey, what? What was that? Are birds like that common around here? Still, that was no bird. Looked like someone was riding on it. Yeah, I think it was a child, actually. What? You certain? Run by build, yeah. And get a good looking face, so I can't be 100% sure, but I think so. Unbelievable. Lord Eustace, you're on your way back to Bereahard. What's all this commotion? What's the meaning of that siren? Well, you see, months ago we became aware of an intruder in Aurochs Fort. You don't mean the silver thing that flew past us? You saw it? Which direction did it go? Flew off to the southwest mere moments ago. At a rather significant speed. Damn. Please excuse us. Do take care, Lord Eustace. They won't catch it. Does seem unlikely. What could that have been, though? Very good question. It's capable of flying. That is... What is capable of flying that? I never heard of any flying device besides one. This is a matter for the Army. We should trust them to handle it. We're students visiting here for our studies. We're under no obligation to do Provincial Army's job for them. Besides which, now that is true, but it would do no harm to mention this incident in our report. It is noteworthy, after all. Yeah. On another note, my shoulder seems to have healed completely. I feel ready to rejoin. Certain? I find it hard to believe such a significant injury could heal so quickly. You have some kind of alien constitution. Pretty sure I don't. Emma's grandmother's medicine was just really effective. Yes, that must be it. Yeah, I'm just glad you're alright.
Okay.
Leave it to my turn.
I don't feel like putting Ring back in the main border. Just make sure I got all the chests. I want to get the chest, the chest trophy this time.
My turn.
I'll handle this.
It's my turn. Oh, we should be safe now.
My turn.
Very well.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
That takes care of them.
I'll handle it.
Very well.
Okay.
Leave it to me. All right. Let's
Like we're saying, we're aiming for that the surprise trophy. I have to get it now, but
I'll handle it.
My turn.
It's my turn.
It's my turn.
That takes care of them.
We're finally back.
My feet are killing me.
just about sundown. I guess that means our field study activities are done for the day. Thank goodness for that, I'm exhausted. I'm starving. Whatever that strange flying object was, it doesn't seem to have come anywhere near the main thoroughfare. Fortunately not. So it wouldn't be this calm if it had. Yeah, it's probably long gone by now. Should head back to the hotel before it gets dark. We'll have to put into our daily reports today, after all. Indeed. We can figure out how to best summarize the today's events over dinner. But first... there are some bath salts enthusiasts that I would like to visit. Grrr. Woof, woof, woof. Oh, Lord Eustace. Might me assume you've... That is correct, here. Ah, thank you very much. Allow me to hand this over as your reward, then. Choosing to accept that would be rather rude, I suppose. Thank you very much. My apologies for our rudeness earlier. Yeah, amazing how much their attitudes change for users. Well, there's no denying the influences a family holds. Hotel. Not the Sorcier restaurant. Not the cathedral. Ah, there it is. I'm waiting for my father to return from his business meeting. I didn't consider sightseeing on my own, but I decided against it. I guess I'm a bit of a coward. Don't worry, you're a rich kid. This city really is pretty, but it's taken its toll on my heart. There's so many nobles, and I keep getting assaulted by nerves whenever we pass by them. Oh my, the sunset makes the city look even more beautiful. I can't miss this opportunity to take a picture. Long now, Vino. It's time for us to go home. Brrr-ka-show! Acting like an airship. Can't you tell? Yeah, let's go back to the hotel. We saved enough. Huh? That's Father. Huh? What? I'm terribly sorry for not coming to greet you, Father. Although I'm here but for a short time, I useless have returned to you. Enough. As I informed Russus, you may do as you wish while you are here. However, you will do nothing that brings shame upon myself, nor upon the Albarea name. Please be ever mindful of your position and what you represent. Yes, Father. Would it be too much to ask for you to introduce yourself to I have no time for pleasantries. If I require anything of you, you will be contacted. What's that all about? Gee, that's not really. The almighty Duke Albarea, was it? Head of one of the 4 great houses and man in charge of this entire province. Indeed. And by some strange chase of fate, my father's well. Jesus. I've spoken out of turn. Forget I said that. Today's workload has made me hungry. Shall we return to our rooms, then find something to eat? Sounds good to me. I'm starving.
The breeze here feels wonderful.
The food was delicious too.
Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Eustace?
I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food.
How typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury. Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm too.
Yes. For a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Eustace stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Ark. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Keldic for you last month, right? So you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask?
Well...
Nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
I kind of figured that much.
We are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we have the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
First, we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then, we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well,
100 or 2, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent, and roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So, you're suggesting that's why the Provincial Army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth. How noble and beautiful they are.
It's you.
Baron Blue Blanc, I believe?
Ha ha! It's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
Yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will. Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel.
Cold steel.
I'd heard that Duke Alberea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friend?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end, be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
Who does he think he is?
Pretty much nailed Blue Blanc's voice.
This is why I can't stand nobles.
I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated. Almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble. Like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too. But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here.
You're right. We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object, we've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are...
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
My brother and I have different mothers. He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago. In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have your differences, but you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never... I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to me.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. It wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
He has no idea. None of them
don't
do.
know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health and for your reputation, that selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance, after all.
I know it can. And you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now? I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow. And that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree, it wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
Munchy Earls.
Drinks are on me someday.
Here's the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted to me. Please take it and study its contents well. Thank you. Much appreciated. You'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know. Alright, let's see what my brother's given. Alright, let's see what my brother's given us for today. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious. We've received word that Another well-balanced assortment. Now, I'd be surprised if Rufus had predicted what happened yesterday from the very start. You're saying he had intended to give us a first-hand look at the problems between the nobles and the commoners? If that's true, I'm impressed. His reputation is well earned. Sure does seem that way. I believe that's enough talk about my brother. We have only one day left before we must depart on our return trip to Trista. We should set out as...
Eustace Alberea.
What is it, Machias Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure.
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Nonsense! I did no such. I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Rita.
Yes.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Lord Eustace.
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
An escort? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Grace may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yet.
But...
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about it.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right?
Agreed.
Are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right. Let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
Well, let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still...
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Stop that! Stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe. Reen, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on the...
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education. You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so...
Right.
Useless has become useless to our party. At least for the time being. Well, first up, we are obviously going to go check out that bonus. Oh. Greetings and welcome. Hello, Hammond. Here to take your request, but I'd like to thank you for that delicious meal last night first. It was good. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Might I ask where your Lord Eustace is? He is called back to the mansion, I'm afraid. We have plans to meet up with him in the afternoon, however. Is that so? See bad Eustace isn't here. Saying this request is from his uncle. Anyway, about your request. Ah, yes. As you read, I would like you to gather some ingredients for me. Are you currently free? If so, here's what I need. Yes, we can take it up now. Please go ahead and explain. The request mentioned something about making a nostalgic dish. Correct. The dish isn't on the menu, it's not our menu, but it's one that I would like you all to try. I assume it's a rather special dish, then. There's no doubt about how delicious it'll be if you're making it, at least. What kind of dish is it? Perhaps soup is the best way to describe it. Plan on making enough for you all to enjoy, so please look forward to that. How could we not? What is it you need us together, then? There are 2 types of ingredients I'd like to ask you to gather for me. First is Glabi fat, which can be collected from monsters on the highway. I need 5 of those, to be exact. The other is the herb used in the Septine Church to synthesize medicine, called a healing herb. The 5 piles of Glabi fat and a healing herb? Where do you get the herb from, then? You'll want to speak to his sister Tatiana in Berehard Cathedral. I'm sure she'll be willing to part with one. Just tell her I sent you. Alright, that sounds easy enough. Shall we start on the task at hand? Yeah, let's head to the cathedral first. Roger. Tatiana! My sister came here to greet us earlier. She is ever so elegant, too. Even the sisters of Berehard fit the city's high-class image, it seems. I came to offer my prayers before returning home. It will be the last time I get to do so, as it's such a magnificent cathedral, after all. I've only just noticed recently. The sister here is ever so graceful. I feel as though I recognize her from somewhere too. I can't say for sure, however. Her habit covers most of her head. Receiving many letters from every church of the Croissant Grove ever since the tax increase began. Each and every one of them detailed the negative effects that tax has been having on how the people are suffering for it. I also heard talking that Aurochs Fort is strengthening its armaments too. Perhaps Duke Albarea needs to be reminded that Adios one desires for us to be at peace. Archbishop Anan has made many appeals to Duke Albarea in regards to recent events. He doesn't seem to be willing to lend an ear, however. To make matters worse, he stopped attending Mass recently too. Whatever shall we do about this? Oh, good day. Is there something you need from me? Must be Sister Tatiana, I assume. Did we trouble you for healing her by any chance? Hammond from Socia told us that he'd be able to procure some here. Oh, is that so? I see. Would you mind waiting a bit while I prepare one for you? Here you go. We appreciate it, sister. This is an ingredient used for making medicine, isn't it? Is it safe to use for food, too? Of course, it's a very healthy ingredient when used for food. The only issue is that it's very bitter, so some inventiveness on the part of the chef is required to hide that. As Ace, Hammond said, Hammond must have some way of doing so then. I'm interested in how he does it. Likewise. Same here. Well, thank you again for your help. You're welcome. Let's just make sure that I have the globby fat. Yes, I have 32 globby fats. Bean's gonna get fat tonight. So yeah. Nothing else? Again, I presume you've collected all the ingredients then? Yeah, everything's here and accounted for. Here you go. Much obliged. Over to the table. I'll begin preparing the dish immediately. How was it? I call this dish deluxe herb chowder. It was beyond delicious. I feel a sort of comforting warmth throughout my body after eating it. Wouldn't mind having some of that if I ever caught a cold. Indeed, I almost feel like a bowl of this might cure it outright. Pleased to hear that. You mentioned that this was a rather nostalgic dish. I assume Eustace had it on. That is correct. It was one of his favorite dishes. To tell you the truth, the one who created this dish was none other than my sister herself. In other words, Lord Eustace's mother. I see. Well then. Would that make you his uncle? Kinda surprising. Oh, oops, we didn't tell you two about that, did we? My apologies. I was under the impression that you were all aware. I was expecting his mother to be the creator of this dish, though. His mother must have been skilled at cooking if she could think of a dish this delicious. She was indeed. She would even come out to help there from time to time. First time she made the soup was when Lord Eustace fell ill during his younger years. She went to the church for ask for medicinal herbs. After which she said again, invented a dish that would be both easy for him to digest and enjoyable to eat. Lord Eustace was always in the front of her mind. It really does sound like she cared deeply for him. Yet, he lost her 8 years ago. Sounds like he hasn't had such an easy life after. Someone's thinking about Eustace. Who might that be? Certainly not me. Haha. I've probably said so too much. I was hoping that Lord Eustace would be here to enjoy this too. At any rate, I'm happy that I could talk to you all about this. You got to learn a bit more about Eustace, so likewise. Ha. Well, that brings my request to an end. Thank you all for your help. There's plenty of soup left over, so feel free to take it. Oh, thank you, sir. This is the least I can do for your Lord Eustace's friends. Goodbye then, I wish you luck with your future endeavors. Yes. Now it's time to go back up. Even though it's not a, I could have just done this. It's actually got a Devil's factory. Oh. Lovely. Grrr. You know when I do this, trying to get to that million. Guess I can get as close as I can to it. Yep. It's gonna be a lot harder to get to the Million Mira things as they currently are going. There's a hidden. We must go. Oh. All the way up here.
A dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
So this is Aurochs Fort. Here, wait, how did I end up here? Why do these things keep happening to me? Something the matter? You're my Messiah sent by Adios to save me, aren't you? Not quite sure how you reached that conclusion. You don't seem like you're part of the provincial army. What are you doing here? I'm lost, completely lost. I'll be fine, no worries. That's a rather positive outlook for someone who's completely lost. Who is he? Talking with this man is making my head hurt. Well, at times like these, it always seems logical to try and stay positive no matter what. I think I may have reached my limits to that end, however. That's unfortunate. How did you get here to begin with? Well, I'll happily tell you, but fair warning, it's a truly moving story. Tale of hardship and woe. I hope you've got some boxes of tissues happy. Shall I begin? I think it'll pass. Oh, come on. Is there a short version? Sign. I'll see what I can do. Actually, to tell you the truth, there's really not much to say. Wandered out into the highway for a bit of change of pace and happened to spot a rare butterfly, so I chased after it. Suddenly, I found myself halfway across the canyon path, surrounded by monsters. So I ran, barely escaping with my life, and turned up here. The end. I see. Sounds like quite a predicament. Where's this guy is? I don't think we can just leave him here like this. This is all in all good conscience. If you'd like, we'd be willing to escort you back to Berea, Hard. Really? Would? Oh, thank you. You're such nice people. I wish there were nasty provincial army soldiers who were more like you. Something happened? And I went over and asked if one of them could escort me back to the city. They just said if I made my way here, I could get myself back the same way. Some people are just so cold-hearted, aren't they? Guess I didn't tell them I was thinking the same thing. I believe we all were. Looks as though the goddess hasn't abandoned me, though, after all. Not if she was kind of mean to send you my way. Should we be going then? Of course, Morehan, here we come. Anton. Always looking for love. Looking for love!
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
So it was a little bit tougher on the first playthrough because you didn't have that bonus of having everything run away from you. But hold up, please. Sorry, but would you mind giving me a moment? Not a problem at all. Are your legs getting tired? No, that's not it. I was just gazing at the valley beneath this bridge, and I thought this might be a good opportunity to calm myself down a bit. What are you going to do? Let me worry about that. It'll only take a moment, I promise. I might make a bit of noise, though. Please don't panic. Let's see. What is it planning on doing? Alright then. Whoa. How far does this valley go? Oh no, I'm not going to let that sus scare me, perish the thought. I hate anniversary festivals! Ah! Farewell, my youth! Yeah, much better. So y'all then? Did I miss hear you when you said you were going to calm yourself down? I think the best thing to do right now is probably just to pretend none of this ever happened. That's certainly a callback to the first game. I think pretty much in every instance up to this point, Anton has been at an anniversary festival where his love, quote unquote, had to let him down easy. There was one in Crossbell, although I'm kind of confused how Anton is here. He was in Crossbell. Let's actually see. I made it. I actually made it back alive. Thank you so much for this. You're welcome. I really have an idea how to make this up to you all. Oh, if it isn't Ricky. Hey, come, let me introduce you to my good friend Ricky. Hey, Anton. You sure take your sweet time? You'll never believe what happened to me. But tragic as my story is, I have made it back here all thanks to the help of these guys here. I think I get what happened. Something terrible happened shortly after you left town, at which point these people came along and helped you. Haha, I knew you would understand, old buddy. This Ricky person doesn't seem exactly normal either. Haha, they say that birds of a feather flock together. I'm more amazed at the fact that they both completely calm despite all this happening. Kinda funny to watch though. You guys really are a bunch of good Samaritans, aren't you? Allow me to thank you as well. It takes some real guts to stick with him the whole way. You guys really are my saviors. Oh, I know. Let me give you this for all you've done for me. It's really popular over in Crossbell. Thank you. I assume that both of you are traveling together. You come from Crossbell? Now we're from Liberal. We're just staying in Crossbell for a while as part of our trip. Yeah, we've both been traveling for a few months now. I got here to Erebony about a week ago. Now we're planning on making our way to a new destination. Right. So you'll be resuming your journey throughout Erebony? Yep, that's the idea. That's not all. One day I will find my true self after all this traveling. Or so he says. He's almost out of money to actually do any traveling. I have to prioritize searching for a job over searching for himself soon. Well, that's true, but these two actually friends. Anyway, thanks you much for all your help. I'll catch you later. Yep. Me and Grandpa came here on a trip. It's the first time I've seen these nobles. I don't really see them near our place in Heimdall. We need to be extra careful out here. Last thing I want to is for either of us to upset the nobles. Alright. Now that is all done. Now it's time to go to the North Krazen district. Did I get all the chests? Yeah. There's the monster. Let's go and get it.
My turn. Yeah. Oh, we should be safe now.
But we can't relax yet.
Okay. There it is. Looks as strong as yesterday's. That means we'll need to be extra careful considering Eustace isn't with us today. Rain. Shayna, what happened yesterday? Now we have our shared distance. Well, he's embarrassed. Why, Fee? I'm trying to. I cause problems for everyone too. My injuries were a result of my own carelessness. Hopefully by giving this fight everything we got, we can make up for this whole mess together. Count on you, Marcus. Won't let you down.
Watch out. This is my turn.
It's my turn. Here, I'll handle it.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah. Here.
Okay.
Too slow.
Right.
Why don't these links ever stay? Okay, let's see.
My turn.
Go.
It's my turn. Here.
Okay.
Leave it to me. Eat that. Go.
Here we go.
Sophie, dance it.
But we can't relax yet.
Move on. Sure did. In doing so, I believe we have successfully redeemed ourselves for yesterday. Good work, everyone. That was a pass. Ha ha. Sorry, everyone. I've been dragging you all down. Especially you, Wayne. I owe you double the apology. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Alright, Magius. Don't worry about it. I just answered you honestly from the start. All this could have been avoided. If anything, I should be the one apologizing. Sorry for misleading you. Oh, no. Anyway, it's all in the past now. I'm glad to have you in our group, Marcus. Same to you. I'm glad the two of you were able to make up. You. Hey, don't make fun of us. As far as we're on a roll here, I'd use this chance to make up with Eustace too. What? You could just be more honest with one another. I'm sure that combat links would be out of the question. Not a chance. My behavior towards you is wrong, and I fully admit that. But Eustace is a whole different story. He and I are fundamentally incompatible. Nothing any of you can do can change that. Getting those two accept one another is still a long ways off. Well, should probably head back to town, don't you think? Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Eustace should be back soon too. I'm hungry. Fine, let's go. Can't go any bit further.
My turn.
Here we go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Hold it right there. Huh? Provincial Army. Oh, students from Thor's military academy, aren't you? The ones who come from a field study. Yes, that's us. Is there some kind of problem? It's a perfect match for the photo. How convenient for us. Huh? What are you doing? Pursuit student Marcus Regnitz, correct? You're under arrest. Don't try to resist, if you know it's good for you. What? What's going on? Wait. Has to be some kind of mistake. What grounds are you arresting him? A number of charges have been filed. The most egregious is the accusation of trespassing onto Aurochs Fort yesterday afternoon. What do you mean? Saw that silver object? Can't be serious. I was near the forge at the time the intrusion occurred, certainly. But I was there with my classmates. If you're going to believe their testimony, then why am I the only one under suspicion? Every one of us here can vouch for him. Not just us, Eustace Alvarez was with us at the time. You can personally verify that what Maki is saying is true. I'll have to do better than that. We're outnumbered. All I need to know is that this boy is a person of interest. We have the right to take him in for questioning. No point in fighting it. You're coming with us whether you like it or not. Grr. Oh man. Looks like she was right on the mark. I came from Legrand for this. The question is, what's the best way to handle that situation? Get in there. Kirk. Don't worry. Do as you're told and you won't be hurt. If you're found to be innocent, we'll let you out. Eventually. Damn it, how could I have been so careless? Considering Dad's position, I should have known this could happen. I keep telling you, Marcus couldn't possibly have committed the crimes he accused of. Sooner though, since we arrived in Bavaria Howard yesterday afternoon, he's never left our sight. So you really believe he was responsible? Shouldn't you be arresting us as well? You're wasting your breath. Marcus Regnitz will be kept in our custody until he's been cleared of all charges against him. So I contacted the academy to inform them of this. You should just focus on your field study or whatever it is you're here for. Let the process take its course. Oh, and one more thing. This is business at the Duke's estate will take longer than I'm afraid he'll be able to rejoin you. But that can't. This can from me assist himself. Cordelia, just relaying the message delivered to me by the Alberia household. Don't even think of trying to go to the mansion to see him. Won't even get past the front gate. And this whole thing planned out since it means the reason Eustace got called away. Because they knew if you were here, you might have been able to find Mikey. I assume that's what you were going to say anyways. It makes sense. Just practically called home to keep him from interfering. Almost certainly, I'd say. Fast noon already, we should head back to the hotel. Eustace hadn't left a message for us. We're going to need to start thinking about other ways to handle this. I'm terribly sorry. Insist on conducting a precautionary search as part of their investigation. I believe they'll be leaving this evening. I'm afraid that's all I know. I see. Very sorry for the trouble. I think we should go. Okay. Yes, I agree. Afterwards, Reen and the others decided to dine. So in all likelihood, the reason Marcus was arrested has nothing to do with the incident at the fort yesterday. They just wanted him because his father is the Imperial Governor and the key figure in the reformist action. Basically, they wanted a hostage so they could have an advantage in future negotiations. That does seem to be the most plausible explanation. It wouldn't hurt him or anything, though, would they? I wouldn't be so sure. Tensions are high on both sides. Worst case scenario, they might use the threat of violence to get what they want. That's awful. May fall under the scope of our field study, though. Very risky, but how about we try to do something about the situation ourselves? I think we should. We can't just abandon him. I'm in. Thank you both. I think our best bet is to track down Eustace. No way he could possibly have been in favor of arresting Marcus. Yes, I agree. It's had to be a decision made by Duke Alberia himself. Eustace is locked up at home. His brother would help us. Rufus? He did seem a pleasant demeanor when speaking with Marcus yesterday, so he just went. He said he had business to take care of in the capital. There's no telling when he'll be back from that. I don't think we can count on him, unfortunately. Got it. The question is, break him out ourselves. Fifi. That's a little excessive. Think about it. We have a perfect chance to bust him out while he's still at the guardhouse. If we take him to the fort, we lose that chance. We won't get another. Well, I can't argue with that, at least. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay, if you're sure. You need to be as covert as possible. If we get caught, it has to be after Marcus is out safely. Because before that, there's no way we can talk our way out of this. The charges against him are obviously false. So if we get him out safely, we'll be very limited in what they can do to retaliate. Yeah, the provincial army isn't going to want to do anything that will hurt their image either. We can manage to get him out of Berea hard. More or less home free. So, no smoke grenades in. Smoke grenades? You carry those around with you, do you? What fair man doesn't? I mean, no, to be enlisted. What's wrong with that statement? Hey, Master? What's the monsters? What are the monsters in the underground waterway like these days? In 3 months or so, where you went down there. Guessing this place is probably crawling with them again by now, I'm sure. It's getting pretty obvious that the provincial army's got no interest in taking care of them. How can they even sleep at night knowing the beautiful city's got nasty monsters crawling around in it? I gotta take care of them myself if someone puts a request in. Oh, well, if I hear anything of the sort, I'll send a message over to Legram and let you know. Sure, I'll make you. Sure, I'll make you some good scratch. Cheers to that, master. All right, better get going. Looking forward to dropping by for another of your expresses sometime. Sure, I'll see you on the way back if I can make it. Don't see many people dressed like that around here. Some fancy red uniforms. You guys students or something? Oh yes, sir. We are. We're from Thor's Military Academy in Tristan. We're sent here on a field study as part of our curriculum. Oh, huh? Pretty fancy place, ain't it? I got no idea what got you going for that field study, but good luck. Rayhard's a pretty nice city, but it's not without its fair share of problems. Excuse me. Do you know that blonde-haired man who just happened? Oh, Toval? Sure, he's a bracer. A bracer? Huh? I haven't seen a bracer in a long time. Like, is there just aren't that many around anymore? There used to be a guild branch here in Berehard. It's been closed for a couple of years now. Toval just comes up by train from the Legrand branch every so often. Really? By the way, I don't mean to eavesdrop. I thought I heard you saying something about monsters in the underground waterway. Oh, yeah, that? There's a huge network of waterways beneath the city. Been there for a long, long time, though. It's chock full of monsters. The guild still our branch here, the bracers would clear them out. Nowadays, nobody goes near them. The waterway is just sort of stagnating under the provincial armies. They are no too proud to trouble themselves with fighting monsters, of course. How much ground does the waterway? Supposedly all the way from the west side of the city to the west. South from the station to somewhere under the Noble District. Heard a rumor a while back that even it goes under the Duke's mansion. That's probably just one of those urban legends. That was a well-timed clue. Yeah, an underground waterway built into the Middle Ages that extends all the way to the Noble District. It's almost too far. Seems likely it's connected to the Provincial Army's guard. House where Marcus is being held too. Guardhouse itself was probably built in the Middle Ages too, so that would stand to reason. If we use the waterway, we may be able to rescue him without being in the sky. Alright, let's give it a shot. There must be an entrance accessible to the town. The bracers were able to get inside to exterminate monsters. That's a good point. We should search the whole route between the Noble District and Station Street. Roger that. Roger, roger. Well, that certainly was satisfying. The commoners like us could find satisfaction in their shopping. This is why I told you not to bother with the expensive looking place. You ignored me and kept checking out the jewelers and clothes shops.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot. This looks like a nice spot.
Looks like that's the only stairway down. That's the only stairway to heaven.
This looks like a nice spot.
That's a vision spot. Ah. There's more. Let's see the entrance to the underground waterway. Can't feel a breeze from the inside. Seems like it's pretty spacious. Must be able to place it. I just need to wait on. And I gotta draw my sword in the middle of the city. Can I have a try? Can I peg it? I have no idea if it'll actually work. It's worth a shot, right? Wow. That's really impressive. I remember reading how to do it in a mystery novel. I'm so glad it actually worked. Ow. Good job, Emma. We'll be able to get inside now. Get all our things in order, then head on in and pray no one sees it. Okay. Good to me. This waterway is actually quite pretty. I was expecting the Verdant City to be beautiful. It never dawned on me that the same might be true of its underground. There are freaking monsters here too, though. Need to head west to the part of the waterway that connects with the provincial army's guards. Over there, we have to find a way inside so we can rescue Mom. Right. Understood. There is a chest. That I must grab.
Just the kind of thing you'd expect in an old ruin like this.
Do you think it's powered by the water flowing through here?
And that was the ROM powder.
Okay.
My turn.
It's my turn. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Now's the treats. Let's get 'em. My turn.
Yeah. Here. Oh, we should be safe now.
Ah. I'll get to that other chest.
Advantages. My turn.
Here we go.
Okay.
I'll handle it. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
I certainly didn't expect to encounter the three of you down here.
What?
Is that...
Uses?
I'm so glad you're safe.
Of course I am. Though I can't say I was expecting to be placed under house arrest the moment I returned.
So that's what happened.
You know what's going on?
Unfortunately, arresting the Imperial Governor's son under a false charge in order to keep the reformist faction under control. I find it hard to believe my father would attempt something so he didn't have any intention of talking to me. Not the slightest inclination. This was all planned for...
Uses.
Enough about me. Thanks to my brother, I'm familiar with the general layout of this water. I'll lead us to the guardhouse. Let's get moving.
You're actually...
You were planning on saving him even if you had to do it alone, weren't you?
Nothing like last month's field study.
Don't get the wrong idea. just can't condone my father's actions. Besides, he's no doubt huddled up, crying and lonely in the corner of his cell right now. It's worth rescuing him just to see that.
All right, let's get moving.
The entrance to the guardhouse is to the west. We should hurry.
Eustace isn't going to be so useless. Gotta get that chest, which has been bugging us for a while now.
Oh, a treasure chest.
A crest in the chest.
My turn.
Go!
My turn.
Okay. Here. Okay. My turn. Too slow. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe. Here.
Oh.
There's another lattice door.
There should be a mechanism to open it somewhere nearby.
My turn.
My turn.
My turn.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we should be safe now.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Bring it. Go.
My turn.
My turn. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
Oh, there's still two more chests that I can get down here. them is right there. And one of them do be right here.
I spy treasure.
A door. Made of iron, but no keyhole. Can only be opened from the other side. Must be the path that leads to the guardhouse. It is indeed. This path connects the waterway with the building's lower levels. I had no idea behind the door could be so easily open from the inside. How are we supposed to get through? I can't pick the lock of this one. Far too sturdy for my sword to have much effect.
This can be overcome.
Fee?
What do you mean?
Stand back.
What are you doing?
I know this smell.
Explain yourself, please.
Ignition.
What?
Done.
Done?
Fee, did you?
Was that a bomb?
Portable high-powered explosive. Plasticity makes it handy for this kind of espionage work.
Explosive?
Where could you possibly have gotten such a thing?
Fee, I think at this point we have a right to know. What exactly is your background?
Reen?
The day of the entrance ceremony, I saw you dodging that trap floor the rest of us fell in. You're 2 years younger than us, yet you're physically no weaker at all. In fact, I'd say when it comes to combat situations, you seem almost like you're holding back.
Impossible.
Guess you got me. Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger. That's where I learned how to handle explosives and use my gun swords. That's all.
A Jaeger? I wasn't expecting that.
I've heard that term before. The best of the best mercenary outfits are known as Jaeger Corps.
Jaeger Corps are almost synonymous with the Grim Reaper. Do you think I'd be going to school with a Jaeger?
Me? A Reaper?
No, that's not... I spoke out of turn. I mustn't let prejudices get the better of me.
That's right. Knowing her past doesn't change who she is now.
Thanks for telling us, Fee. And I'm sorry for prying.
Not bothered. But we should hurry if we want to save Makia.
Yeah.
All right, let's press onward.
Press onward to save the Munchies. That's if we were normal going through this.
This looks like the place.
Looks like an underground prison, all right.
Indeed, it must be here somewhere.
Am I hearing things?
Machias!
And still in one piece by the sound of it.
What are you all doing here? There's no way the Provincial Army would just... You didn't sneak in, did you?
We came in through the underground...
I'll open the cell.
How are you going to... What the...
We'll explain when we have more time.
Yeah, right now we need to get away from here before...
As long as we can make it back to the city, we should be able to bluff our way out of any further trouble.
Right.
Thanks.
I'd resigned myself to being stuck in there for a while. I must admit, though, I'm surprised you, of all people, would come to my...
I only came to get a glimpse at your tear-stained face. Plus, thought this might be a good opportunity to pay back my father.
I see...
What? Voices? Damn. It's...
As much as I would love to praise you for a job well done, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to take a short rest.
Huh? Let's clean house.
Roger that.
Right! Here they come! Be
My
careful,
turn.
everyone!
My turn.
I'll handle this.
Yeah!
My turn.
My turn.
My turn. Done. But we can't relax yet.
Oh, they're strong. Beaten by students. Mission accomplished. You sure you're alright with this? They'll be unconscious for a while, but their lives are in no danger. The priority right now is getting out of here as fast as we can. We'll be able to catch up with us if we leave right now. Understood. Let's go. Bunchy ass.
If I hadn't been so careless, this would never have happened.
There wasn't much he could have done.
I'm just glad you're all right.
What happened here? Oh good, they're out cold. Someone must have snuck in through the underground waterway. Carson, it has to be those damn students. Someone needs to show them their place. Release the beasts. Pesky sneaks can serve as test subjects for them. Came from the direction of the cells. Might be some sort of trained beast. God, you've got to be cool. You have the energy to shout. You have the energy to run. Whoppies.
There are two of them, and they're big.
And fast.
Hurry!
Great!
This is the worst day ever.
We're surrounded.
You're very well trained.
No, dogs. They're like dogs.
Your family's army employs monsters like this?
No one ever told me.
They aren't going to let us past, are they?
Pretty smart beast.
We'll just have to take him down.
Indeed. Bad dogs require stern discipline.
Time to wrap up this month's field study. Class 7, Group A. Commence attack on the target.
All right. Don't let it intimidate
This
you.
might actually be a challenge. Good.
Go!
I'll handle this.
Go! Finish this together. It's my turn.
Yeah! Let me help!
Go!
I'll handle this.
It's my turn.
It's my turn! Arcus, yeah!
Here we go!
Hear me.
I suppose it very well.
Oh.
I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
did it.
That was tough.
Not really.
I thought we were done for.
I have no intention of letting filthy beasts get the better of me. Trained or otherwise.
Honestly now, this is no laughing matter, you know.
Look who's talking. You're grinning like an idiot.
Not as much as you are.
There they go.
I don't think we could have wrapped this month's field study up more perfectly if
We were all able to form combat links with...
Damn.
We're not through the woods just yet.
It's like the end of the road.
You've pushed your luck one step too far! Are you that desperate to be thrown in a cell with Ragnids?
If you want to arrest us, go right ahead.
Lord Eustace! What are you doing here? I thought you'd been locked in the mansion!
I chose to return to my studies. Well, what's it to be? Accusing my classmates of this crime will implicate me as well.
We couldn't possibly point our rifles at Lord Eustace.
Silence! Not even Lord Eustace has the right to trespass in a military facility, much less to release a suspect in our custody, directly opposing the...
Enough! We may not be the best of friends, but I am Eustace Albarea. I will not simply stand by and watch as one of my classmates is arrested under false charges and used in a tool in some political war.
Lord Eustace. Eustace.
We have our orders, and nothing use. Disarm them, men! Look.
That will not be necessary.
What?
Impossible.
Lord Rufus? Lord Rufus!
We'd heard you were in the capital.
How? Why are you...
I received a message from the Academy at noon today, and I returned by airship as quickly as I could, with your instructor.
What?
Looks like you've all done a fine job.
Instructor Sarah?
What are you doing here?
I've been filled in on the circumstances, more or less. I'll take care of matters here. You all return to your posts at once.
But, Lord Rufus, with all due respect...
I've already informed my father. Or do you intend to embarrass me beyond your other transgressions?
No, of course not. Second company, withdraw! Sir!
Please, excuse us.
Oh my. Well, you can tell they're well trained, if nothing else.
The Provincial Army takes its training very seriously, of course. Though I resent the mere notion that it could be misused so grievously.
I'm sure you do.
What brings you here, instructor? Seriously, why are you here?
Your timing is a little too convenient.
Did you come after receiving word from the Provincial Army?
Nope. I actually heard about what was happening a little earlier from a friend of mine. As soon as the news reached my ears, I shot to my feet and got right in contact with the director here. And he was kind enough to give me a ride on his airship back from the capital.
I don't know what to say.
Honestly, you seem to be prepared for virtually every... wait a second.
Director?
Oh, you don't know yet, do you?
I also serve as a permanent member of the Academy's Board of Directors. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to meet again in that capacity.
The Board of Directors?
Why is this the first I'm hearing of this?
I decided to keep it a secret so I could see the look on your face when you found out. I'm not the only member of the board, though, of course. I'm simply one of 3 permanent members.
That explains why you knew so much about Class 7.
Way too well prepared.
Still, I had no idea my father would attempt something so foolish while I was away. He's always been an obstinate man, but he's simply gone too far this time. As a member of the Academy's board, I cannot remotely condone the unlawful arrest of a student.
Rufus,
thank you for your concern.
Oh, hey. Dang it.
So that's Class 7, eh? A little rough around the edges, but they managed to get through in one piece. I think I see now why you're so fixated on them, Sarah. And Rufus Alborea. I've heard people say he's the sharpest noble of the bunch, but still...
What business could he possibly have over by the canyon so early in the morning? Is that what you were about to ask?
Who are you?
Pay me no mind, I'm but a low-ranking noble. I've been watching over those young students to see what they're capable of, much like yourself.
Really now? You'll forgive me for asking, but you look awfully like someone a couple of acquaintances mentioned to me a long time ago. You wouldn't happen to have some fancy-sounding stage name or anything, would you?
Ha ha! You'll just have to find that out on your own. Your acquaintances wouldn't be a certain innocent young couple from a foreign land, though, would they?
You'll just have to find that out on your own.
Indeed. Well, if you'll please excuse me, it's almost time for the airship to depart, and I really must be getting back to Heimdall. May we meet again, young bracer. Do give my regards to the Purple Lightning, if you would.
As if the situation weren't messy enough. It seems we've got another source of trouble on our hands now. I'd better let the others know. Just...
Yep, and there's a confirmation.
And you call yourselves teen. Unlike me, you actually get to go to sleep every night. You should be full of energy by this point in the day.
Give me a break.
Considering all that's happened this weekend, I think we can be forgiven for being a little tired.
Well, that's certainly true enough. Group B had their fair share of problems to deal with as well, but they weren't quite as serious as yours, although they were of a similar nature.
What do you mean exactly?
Did they also wind up getting involved in a conflict between the...
More or less. St. Ark is another territory belonging to one of the four great houses after, so they got themselves caught up in a bit of... The four of them managed to get through it together in the end, though.
Well, that's good.
That's a relief, yeah.
But, Sarah, just what kind of mirror did they pour into buffing up Aurochs Fort anyway? What we saw was nuts.
So I've heard. And the Provincial Army isn't the only force trying to improve its armaments. The Imperial Army is doing the same, with the Blood and Iron Chancellor and his 20 armored divisions squarely at the center.
Really?
How should the military academy... Well, how should we act in a situation like this? Thor's graduates join both the Provincial and Imperial armies, right?
That's nothing you need to be worrying about. Not right now, at least. You're at the academy to learn. That's all you should be focusing on. While you're there, it's true that you may be forced to acknowledge some of the more unpleasant realities of Erebonia. But I believe there's something special to be gained from that. Something you can only gain now, so long as you're together with your friends and classmates. People for whom there is no... Maybe when you graduate and go out into the world, much of what you've learned at Thor's will have little... But I still truly believe that sometime, somehow, what you experience as part of Class 7 will be an invaluable treasure to you. It may not seem that way now, but I know in my heart that it will. So...
Instructor.
That was the last thing I ever thought I'd hear from you.
Hey! What's with all the laughing?
I'm really sorry. Your words were quite touching, but...
Coming out of your mouth, they were just...
Painfully droll.
Something we can only gain now, at this moment in time. So long as we're with our friends and classmates, for whom there is no substitute.
Stop that! Are you trying to kill me?
You kids are awful. I was being serious, you know. Why must this instructor thing be so difficult sometimes?
Looks like they got back okay. So glad I didn't have to bust in and save them. I thought it was all over when I got spotted at the fort, though. Hey, White Rabbit here. Uh-huh. Everything went A-okay. Don't sweat the details. I did what I was supposed to. No sign of them, though.
But I did find a bunch of other interesting stuff. What? Fake intel? Someone managed to get a leg up on you and Gramps? Must have been one heck of a guy. Huh? Me? I'm gonna go meet up with Claire now. Gotcha. See you then, Lecter. I wonder what that military academy they mentioned is all about. Sounds kind of fun. Lammy! Yep, we're done here. Let's get going, Aragetlum.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Keep up the good work. Perfect! You guys are the best!
Yep. Well, we will save. And I didn't expect, and I expect the next scene to take an extra long time. I will bid you guys adieu. Sorry for not doing too much voicing in this one. Or, just talking generally. I wish I was a little bit better at that. But anyway, I guess I will see